Indeed, David. Do you think I've become it so?
You are quite another creature, believe me, Master, by the mass.
Dress does make a difference, David.
It's all in all, I think, difference. And why you were to go now to Clod Hall, I'm certain the old lady wouldn't know you. Master Butler wouldn't believe his own eyes, and Mrs. Pickle would cry. Lord preserve me.
Aye, David, there's nothing like polishing.
So I said for your honest boots, but the boy never heeds me.
But David, has Mr. D. Lara Grace been here? I must rub up on my boring, my chasing, and my balancing.
I will, by the mass. I can't help looking at your head. If I hadn't been by the cooking, I wish I may die if I should know this again myself.
Sink Slide Coupe, found first in Brentice of Carlton. I can walk a minute easily enough when I am forced. I've been counted a good stick in a country dance. Figure in, right and left, and I fit in with your captain in the country. That's short.
Here is Sir Lucius O'Trigger to wait on you, sir.
Show him in.
Ah, Mr. Akers, I'm delighted to embrace you.
Ah, Sir Lucius, I kiss your hand.
Pray, my friend, what has brought you so suddenly to Bath?
Faith, I have followed Cupid Jack-o'-lantern to find myself a quagmire at last. In short, I have been very ill used, Sir Lucius. I don't choose to mention names, but look at me as a very ill-used gentleman.
Pray, what is the case? I ask no names.
Mark me, Sir Lucius, as I feel deep need, be in love with a young lady. Her friends take my part. I followed her to Bath, sent word of my arrival, and received an answer that the lady to be otherwise disposed of. This, Sir Lucius, I call being ill-used.
Very ill, upon my conscience. Pray, can you divine the cause of it all?
Why, there is the matter. She has another lover, Beverly, who am I told is now in Bath. Odd slanders and lies. He must be at the bottom of it.
A rival in the case is there. Do you think he has supplanted you unfairly?
Unfairly, to be sure he has. He never could have done it fairly.
Then, sure you know what is to be done.
Not upon my soul.
We wear no swords here, but you understand me.
What? Fight him?
Aye, to be sure. What else can I mean?
But he has given me no provocation.
Now then, I think he has given you the greatest provocation in the world. Can a man commit more heinous offence against another than to fall in love with the same woman? Oh, by my soul, it's the most unpardonable breach of friendship.
Breach of friendship?
That's no argument at all. He has the less right to take such a liberty.
God. Gad, that's true. I grow full of anger, Sir Lucius. I fire apace, odds, hilts and blades. I fight a man who had a deal of valour in him. I know it, but couldn't I contrive to have a little right on myself?
What the devil signifies right when your honour is concerned? Do you think Achilles or my little Alexander the Great ever inquired where the right lay? No, by my soul, they drew their broadswords, left the lazy sons of peace to settle the justice of it all.
Your words are a Brinder's march to my heart. I believe courage must be catching. Are you certain, do you feel a kind of valour rising, if I were? A kind of courage, as I might say. Odds, flints, pans and triggers? I'll challenge him directly.
Ah, my little friend, if I had Blunderbuss Hall here, I could show you a range of ancestry in the O'Trigger line that would furnish the new room, every one of whom had killed his man. For though the mansion house and dirty acres have slipped through my fingers, I thank heaven our honour, and the family pictures are as fresh as ever.
Oh, Sir Lucius, I have had ancestors too. every man of them a colonel or captain in the military. Odds, balls, and barrels, I say no more. I'm braced for it. The thunder of your words has sourced the milk of human kindness to my breast. Sounds? As the man in the play says, I could do such deeds.
Come, there must be no passion at all in the case. These things must always be done civilly.
I must be in passion, Sir Lucius. I must be in rage. Dear Sir Lucius, let me be in a rage if you let me. Come here, pen and paper.
No.
I would the ink were red. Indict. I say indict. How shall I begin? Odds, bullets, and blades. I'll write a good bold hand, however.
Pray, compose yourself.
Come now. Shall I begin with... Oh, dear Sir Lucius, let me begin with a date.
Foe, do the thing decently, and like a Christian. Begin now, sir.
That's too civil, my heart.
To prevent the confusion that may arise
Well,
from our both addressing the same lady.
there's the reason. Some lady. Well,
I shall expect the honour of your company.
I'm not asking him to dinner.
Pray, be easy.
Well then, honour of your company.
To settle our pretensions,
Well,
let me see. Kingsmead Field will do. In Kingsmead Fields.
so that's done. We'll fold it up presently. My own crest, and a digger, shall be the seal.
You see now, this little explanation will put a stop to all confusion or misunderstanding that may arise between you.
Aye, we fight to prevent any misunderstanding.
Now, I'll leave you to fix your own time. Take my advice though, and you will decide it this evening. Then, let the worst come of it. It'll be off your mind tomorrow.
Very true.
So, I shall see nothing of you, unless it be by letter, till the evening. I would do myself the honour to carry your message, but, to tell you a secret, I believe I shall have just another affair in my own hands. You see, there is a gay captain, who put a jest on me lately, at the expense of my country. And I only want to fall in with this gentleman, to call him out.
By my valour, I should like to see you fight. Odds life, I should like to see you kill him. If it was only to get a little less evil.
I shall be very proud of instructing you. Well, for the present, but remember now, when you meet your antagonist, do everything in a mild and agreeable manner. Let your courage be as keen and at the same time as polished as your sword.
By the master, I would do no such thing. Oons, what the old lady say when she hears of it?
Ah, David, you must have heard Sir Lucius. Odds barks in flames. He would have graced you more in his valour.
Look here, master, if you'd wanted about at boxing quarterstaff or shortstaff, I should never be the man to bid you cry off, but for your curse sharps and snaps, I never knew any good come of them.
For my honour, David, my honour! No man would ever risk his life for my honour.
Then I say, it would be a bit civil and honour never to risk the loss of a gentleman. Look here, master. This honour seems to me to be a marvellous false friend. I, truly, a very courtier-like servant, put the case that I was a gentleman, which thank God no one could say of me. Well, my honour makes me quarrel with another gentleman of my acquaintance, so we fight, plenty of that. Bo, I kill him. Now pray, who gets the profit of it? But put the case that he kills me, and I go to the worms and run the whips over to my enemy.
No, David. In that case, all's crowns and laurels. Your honour follows you to the grave.
Now that's just a place I'd make shift to do without it.
Zounds, David, you're a coward. Doesn't become my valour to listen to you. Shall I disgrace my ancestors? Be a disgrace to my ancestors?
Well, say no more. 'Twill be sad news, to be sure, at Clod Hall. But I'm done. How Phyllis will howl when she hears of it. Poor bitch, she little thinks what shooting her master's going after. An old crop, carried you on a field and road, these 10 years will curse the honour he was born.
It won't do, David. I'm determined to fight.
Captain Absolute, sir.
Oh, show him up.
Very well.
My heaven sent will be all like this time tomorrow.
Don't provoke me, David.
Goodbye, master.
Get along, you coward.
What's the matter, Bob?
A vile sheep-headed blockhead. Oh, if I ain't the valour of St. George, that dragon a boot.
But what did you want with me, Bob?
Oh, there.
To Ainsley Beverley. So what's going on now? Well, what's this?
A challenge.
Indeed. Why, you won't fight him, will you, Bob?
Yeah, but I will. Jack, Sir Lucius has routed me to it. He had left me to full of rage, and I'll fight this evening. That so much good passion mean he wasted.
But what have I to do with this?
Why, as you know, everything is in order. This fellow, I want you to find him and give him this mortal defiance.
Well, give it to me and trust me to be... gets it.
Thank you, my dear friend, my dear Jack. Oh, but it is giving you a great deal of trouble.
Not in the least. I beg you won't mention it. No trouble in the world, I assure you.
What it is to have a friend. You are very kind, but you couldn't be my second, could you, Jack?
Why no, Bob, not in this affair. It would not be quite so proper.
Well, I must get my friend Sir Lucius. I shall have a good wishes, however, Jack.
Whenever he meets you, believe me.
Sir Anthony Absolute is below inquiring for the captain.
I'll come instantly. Will my little hero success attend you?
Stay, Jack. Stay. If Beverley should ask you what kind of man I am, you know, do tell him I am a devil of a fellow, will you?
To be sure, I shall. I'll say you are a determined dog, hey Bob?
I do. And if that frightens him, perhaps, maybe he might come. Tell him I'll kill a man a week. Will you, Jack?
I will. I'll say you are called in the country fighting, Bob.
Ah, right. 'Tis all to prevent mischief. For I don't want to take his life. I clear my honour.
No, that's very kind of you.
Why, you don't wish me to kill him, do you, Jack?
No, upon my soul I do not, but a devil of a fellow, hey?
True, but stay, Jack. You may add that you never saw me in such a rage before, a most devouring rage.
I will.
Remember, Jack, a determined dog.
Aye, aye, fighting Bob.
Why, thou perverse one! Tell me what you can object to in him. Isn't he a handsome man? Tell me that. A genteel man, a pretty figure of a man.
She little thinks whom she is praising. So is Beverly, ma'am.
No comparisons, miss, if you please. Comparisons don't become a young woman. No, Captain Absolute is indeed a fine gentleman.
Aye, Captain Absolute, you see.
That he's so well bred, so full of alacrity and adulation. There's so much to say for himself in such good language, too. His physiognomy is so grammatical. His presence is so noble. I protest, I thought of what Hamlet says in the play. Hesperian curls, the front of Job himself, an eye like Mars to threaten at command, a station like Harry Mercury, something about kissing on a hill. However, the similitude struck me directly.
How annoyed she'll be presently when she discovers her mistake.
Sir Anthony and Captain Absolute are below, ma'am.
Show them up here! Now, Lydia, I insist on your behaving as becomes a young woman. Show your good breeding. At least, although you have forgotten your duty.
I've told you my resolution, ma'am. I shall not give them no encouragement. I shan't even look at them, nor speak to them.
Here we are, Mrs. Malaprop. Come to mitigate the frowns of unrelenting beauty. Difficulty I had enough to bring this fellow. I don't know what's the matter. If I had not held him by force, he'd have given me the slip.
You have infinite trouble, Sir Anthony, in the affair. I'm ashamed for the cause. Lydia, I beseech you, pay your respects.
I hope, madam, that Miss Language has reflected on the worth of this gentleman and the regard due to her aunt's choice and my alliance. Jack, speak to her.
What the devil shall I do? You see, Joe, she won't even look at me while I'm here. I knew she wouldn't. I told you, sir. Let me entreat you, sir, to leave us together.
I wonder, I haven't heard my aunt exclaim yet. Sure, she can't have looked at him. Perhaps the regiments are alike. And she is something blind.
I say, sir, I will not stir a foot.
I'm sorry to say, Sir Anthony, that my affluence over my niece is very small. Turn around, Lydia! I blush for you!
May I not flatter myself that Miss Language will decide what cause of dislike she can have to my son? Why don't you begin, Jack? Speak, you puppy! Speak!
Hem.
It's impossible, Sir Anthony, she can have it. She will not say she has. Answer, Huzzy! Why do you not answer?
Then, madam, I trust that childish and hasty predilection will be no bar to Jack's happiness. Zounds, sir, why don't you speak?
My lover seems a little inclined to conversation as myself. How strangely blind my aunt must be.
Ahem, madame, ahem. Faith. I'm so confounded. I'm so confused. I told you I should be.
It don't take away your voice, does it? Speak up directly!
Sir Anthony, shall we leave them together? You stubborn little vixen.
Surprised, my Lydia. Surprised or surprised at present.
Heavens, it is Beverly's voice. Surely he can't have imposed on Sir Anthony too.
Ah, 'tis all over.
Beverly! The devil! Beverly! What can the girl mean? This is my son, Jack Absolute.
For shame, Huzzy, for shame! Your head runs on that fellow. You have him always in your eyes. Beg Captain Absolute's pardon directly.
I see no Captain Absolute, but my loved Beverly.
Zounds! The girl's mad! Her brains turn my reading!
On my conscience, I believe so. What do you mean by Beverly, Huzzy? You saw Captain Absolute before today. There he is. Your husband, that shall be.
With all my soul, madam, when I refuse my Beverly.
Oh, she's as mad as Bedlam. Has this fellow been playing us a rogue's trick? Come here, sirrah. Who the devil are you?
I'm not quite clear myself, but I'm destined to re-elect.
Are you my son or not? Answer for your mother, you dog, if you won't for me.
Aye, sir. Who are you? Oh, mercy, I begin to suspect.
Your powers of impudence befriend me. Sir Anthony, I am most assuredly your wife's son. Mrs. Malaprop, I'm your most respected admirer. I may not tell my Lydia, but she sees her faithful Beverly.
So, no allotment after all.
Upon my soul, Jack, thou art a very impudent fellow. To do you justice, I think I never saw a piece of more consummate assurance.
Oh, you flatter me, sir.
Well, I'm glad you're not the darling sensible varlet you pretended to be. I'm glad you have made a fool of your father, you dog. So this was your penitence, your duty, and your obedience. I thought it was damn sudden. You never heard her name before? Ah, you dissembling villain, you hypocritical young rascal, and when you ain't ashamed to hold up your head.
'Tis with difficulty, sir. I am confused.
Oh, lad, Sir Anthony, a new light breaks upon me. Captain, did you write the letters then? An old weather-beaten she-dragon?
My modesty will be overpowered.
Come, Mrs. Malaprop, we must forgive, eh? Hey, Mrs. Malaprop!
Well, Sir Anthony, since you desire it, we will not anticipate the past.
Come, we must leave them together, Mrs. Malaprop. They longing to fly into each other's arms. Hey, come, Mrs. Malaprop, but not disturb their tenderness. Ah, all this life I've in such spirits I don't know what I could do. Ah!
So much thought bodes me no good. So grave, Lydia.
Sir,
So egad. That damned monosyllable is frozen. We are now happy in our friend's consent.
friends consent indeed.
And the lawyers shall make settlement.
The lawyers? I hate lawyers.
We will procure the license.
The license? I hate the license.
Be not so unkind.
What signifies kneeling when you know I must have you?
Nay, madam, this should be no consent.
So while I fondly imagine we were deceiving my relations, and I flattered myself that I should outwit and incite them all, I am myself the only dupe at last. But here was a picture, Beverly's picture, that I have worn night and day in spite of threats and entreaties. But here, sir, just think, I throw the original from my heart as easily.
We must interrupt their billing and cooing for a while.
What the devil's the matter now? Does Mrs. Malaprop, this is the oddest billing and cooing I ever saw. What in the deuce is the meaning of it? I'm quite astonished.
I'm quite analysed for my part. But Lydia, what is the reason of this?
Ask the gentleman, ma'am.
Ooh, I shall be in a frenzy. Jack, you're not come out to be anyone else, are you? There's no more trick, is there? You're not like Cerberus, 3 gentlemen at once.
Oh, mercy. Why, sure, Captain, you haven't behaved disrespectfully to my niece. Ah!
Now I see it, you've been too lively, Jack.
Nay, sir, upon my word.
Calm, no lying, Jack, I'm sure it was so.
Oh, Lord, Sir Anthony. Oh, fie, Captain. Upon my soul.
Upon my soul.
Oh, Sir Anthony. Oh, fie, Captain.
I wonder where this Captain Absolute hides himself. Upon my conscience, these officers are always in one's way to hide love affairs. I remember I might have married Lady Dorothy if it had not been for that little rogue of a major who ran away with her before she could get a sight of me. And I wonder too, what is it ladies can see and then be so fond of them? Unless it be the touch of the old serpent in him. That makes the little creatures be caught, like vipers, a bit of red cloth. Ha! If it isn't the captain coming now. Faith, it is. There is a probability of succeeding about that fellow that is mighty provoking. Who the devil is he talking to?
Very true, sir, but if a man never utters his thought, I should think they might stand a chance of escaping controversy.
Then, sir, you differ in opinion to me, which amounts to the same thing.
Hark ye, Sir Lucius, if I had not known before you to be a gentleman, upon my soul, I should not have discovered it at this interview, for what you can drive at, unless you mean to quarrel with me, I cannot conceive.
I humbly thank you, sir, for the quickness in your apprehension. You have named the very thing I would be at.
Very well, sir, I shall certainly not balk your inclinations, but I should be glad you would please to explain your motives.
Pray, sir, be easy. The quarrel is a very pretty quarrel as it stands. We should not spoil it by trying to explain it. However, your memory is very short, or you could not have forgot an affront you passed on me within this week. So no more, but name your time and place.
Well, sir, since you are so bent on it, the sooner the better. Let it be this evening here by the Spring Gardens. We shall scarcely be interrupted.
Faith, that same interruption in the affairs of this nature shows up very great ill breeding. I don't know what's the reason, but in England, if a thing like this gets wind, people make such a bother. That gentleman can never fight peace and quietness. However, if it's the same to you, Captain, I should take it as a particular kindness if you'd let us meet in Kingsmead Fields, as a little business will call me there about 6 o'clock, and I may dispatch both matters at once.
'Tis the same to me exactly, as little after 6, then we will discuss the matter more seriously.
If you please, sir, there will be a very pretty small sword light, though it won't do for the long shot. So, matter settled. My mind is at ease.
Well met, I was going to look for you, O Falkland, and all the demons of spite and disappointment have conspired against me. I am so vexed that if I had not to the prospect of a resource, if in being knocked o' the head by and by, I should scarce have spirits to tell you the cause.
What can you mean? Has Lydia changed her mind? I should have thought her duty and inclination are now pointed to the same object.
Oh, to wind up the whole, a good natural Irishman here has begged leave to have the pleasure of cutting my throat, and I mean to indulge him, that's all.
Prithee, be serious.
'Tis fact upon my soul, Sir Lucius O'Trigger. You know him by sight, for some affront, which I am sure I never intended, is obliged to meet him this evening at 6 o'clock. 'Tis on that account I wish to see you, and must go with me.
Nay, there must be some mistake, sure. Sir Lucius shall explain himself, and I dare say the matters may be accommodated. But this evening, did you say? I wish it had been at any other time.
Why, there will be light enough, there will be very pretty small sword light, though it will not do for a long short, confound his long short shots.
But I am myself a good deal ruffled by a difference I have had with my Julia. My vile, tormenting temper has made me treat her so cruelly that I shall not be myself until reconciled.
By heaven, Falkland, you don't deserve her.
Oh, Jack, this is from Julia. I dread to open it. I fear it may take a last leave. Perhaps to bid me to return her letters and restore. Oh, how I suffer for my folly.
Here, let me see. Aye, a final sentence, indeed. 'Tis all over with you, Faith.
Nay, Jack, don't keep me in suspense.
As I am conceived that my dear Falkland own reflection have already upbraided him for his last unkindness to me, I will not add a word on the subject. I wish to speak with you as soon as possible. Yours ever and truly, Julia. There's a stubbornness at resentment for you. Why, man, you don't see one with wit the happier at this?
Oh yes, I am, but
Confound your buts. You never hear anything that would make another man bless himself, but you immediately damn it with a but.
now, Jack, as you are my friend, I honestly don't think there is something forward, something indelicate in this haste to forgive. Woman should never sue for reconciliation. They should always come from us. That should retain their coldness till wooed to kindness, and their pardon like their love, not unsought be won.
I have not patience to listen to you. Thought incorrigible, say no more on the subject. I must go to settle a few matters. Let me see you before 6, remember, at my lodgings. A poor, industrious devil like me, who have toiled and drudged and plotted against to gain my ends, and I am at last disappointed by the other people's folly. May in pity be allowed to swear and grumble a little, but a captious sceptic in love, a slave for revoltfulness and a whim, who has no difficulties but his own creating, is a subject more fit for ridicules than compassion.
I feel his reproaches. I would not exchange this too exquisite nicety for the gross content with which he tramples on the thorns of love. His enraging me in this duel has started an idea in my head. I will instantly pursue. I use it as a touchstone of Julia's sincerity and disinterestedness. If her love prove pure and sterling ore, my name will rest on it with honour, and once I've stamped it there, I lay aside my doubts forever.
How those messages alarm me. What dreadful accident can they mean? Why such charge to be alone? Oh, Falkland, how many unhappy moments, how many tears you have cost me. What means this? Why this caution, Falkland?
Alas, Julia, I am come to bid a long farewell.
Heavens, what do you mean?
You see before you a wretch, whose life is forfeited. Nay, start not. The infirmity of my temper has left you passionate, but an accident has driven me into a quarrel, and I fear I must fly this land instantly. Had I had the chance to call you mine entirely before this dreadful misfortune, I should not dreadfully miss my banishment.
My soul is oppressed with sorrow with the nature of your misfortune. My heart's not known, no other guardian. We will fly together.
Oh, Julia, I am bankrupt in gratitude, but time is so pressing. Would you not wish for some hours to weigh the advantages, and what little compensation can poor Falkland give you besides his solitary love?
I ask not a moment, Falkland. I've loved you for yourself. The solemn engagement which has so long pledged us together puts a seal of duty to an act of love. But let us not linger.
It will be better I not venture out again until dark. Yet, I am grieved to think what numberless distresses will play heavy on your heart.
Perhaps your fortune may be forfeited. The little I have will be sufficient to support us.
Nay, in such an abject state of life, my wounded pride may weigh heavy on my temper, till I become a rude, morose companion, beyond your patience to endure.
If your thoughts should assume so happy a bent, you were more once a mild affection and spirit, to bear the evils of your fortune.
Ah, Julia, you have proved me to the quick. And with this useless device, I throw away all doubts. How shall I plead to be forgiven?
Has no such disaster happened?
I am ashamed to say that it was pretended.
You are free from crime. Heaven knows I'm rejoiced. You give me a pang that I am keen to express.
By heavens, Julia!
My father loved you, Falkland. He preserved the life that tender parent gave you.
I confess it all, yet here.
Out of such a year of trial, I might have flattered myself. I should not have been insulted. With a new probation of my sincerity, I never more will be yours.
She's gone. Forever. There was an awful resolution in her manner, which riveted me to my place. Oh, fool, dog, barbarian! Cursed I am, with more imperfections than my fellow wretches. Kind fortune sent a cherub, and I have driven her from my side. I must hasten to my appointment now. My mind is tuned for it. I should wish to become the principal in it, and reverse the tale my cursed folly has put upon forging here. O love, tormentor, fiend, whose influence, like the moon's, acting upon men's dull souls, makes idiots of them, and urges sensibility to madness.
You mistake the cause of my uneasiness. Something has flurried me a little. Nothing you can guess at. I would not accuse Falkland to his sister.
Ah, what vexations you may have. I can assure you mine surpasses them. You know who Beverley proves to be?
I will now own to you, Lydia, that Falkland had informed me of your whole affair. I should not have accepted your confidence on the subject without a serious endeavour to counteract your caprice.
So then, I see I have been deceived by everyone. But I don't care. I'll never have him.
Nay, Lydia.
Why is it not provoking? When I thought we were coming to a prettiest distress imaginable, to find myself a mere Smithfield bargain of that at last. There. Had I projected one of those sentimental elopements, so becoming a disguise, so ambient a ladder of ropes, concussioned moon, 4 horses, Scotch parsons, with such surprise to Miss Malaprop and such paragraphs in the newspapers. Oh, I shall die with disappointment.
I don't wonder at it.
Now, sad reverse. What have I to expect but after a deal of flimsy preparation with a bishop's license and my aunt's blessing to go simpering up to the altar, or perhaps to be carried 3 times in a country church, and have an unmannerly fat clerk ask the consent of every butcher in the parish to join John Absolute and Lydia Languish. Spinsters. Oh, that I should live to hear myself called spinster.
Melancholy indeed.
How mortifying to remember the dear, delicious shifts I used to put to gain half a minute's conversation with this fellow. How often I stole forth in the coldest night in January and found him in the garden, stuck like a dripping statue. There would he kneel to me in the snow and sneeze and cough so pathetically, he shivering with cold and I should apprehend and whilst the freezing blast numbered our joints, how warmly would he press me to pity his flame, and glow with the mutual ardour. Ah, Julia, that's something like being in love.
If I were in spirits, Lydia, I should chide you, but it suits you more than the situation of my mind to entreat you, to let a man who loves you suffer that unhappiness from your caprice. I know too well caprice can inflict.
Oh, lud, what has brought my aunt here?
The sorting in the street of Bath would raise its greatest alarm as a mad dog. How provoking this is in Falkland, never punctual. Oh God, Sir Anthony, how shall I escape him?
How one may be deceived at a little distance, only that I see he doesn't know me. I could have sworn that was Jack. Hey, that's life. It is, my Jack. Why are you afraid of? Hey, sure, I'm right here. Why, Jack? Jack Absolute.
Really, sir, you have the advantage of me. I don't believe we have ever met. My name is Saunders, at your service.
Sir, I beg pardon. I took you... Hey! Why, it sounds... It is! Stay! So, your humble servant, Mr. Saunders. Why, you scoundrel! What tricks are you after now?
Oh, a joke, sir, just a joke, sir.
You did? Well, I'm glad you were so lucky. But what are you muffled up so for? What's this for, hey?
'Tis cold, sir. Very chilly. But I shall be late. I have a particular engagement.
Stay! Why, I thought you were looking for me. Pray, Jack. Is where you going?
Going, sir?
Aye. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Where am I going?
You unmannerly puppy!
I was going, sir, to Lydia, sir, to make matters up if I could. I was also going to look for you, sir,
To go with you, I suppose? Well, come along.
Oh, zounds, no, sir, not in the world. I wish to meet with you, sir. You find it cool, I'm sure, sir. You'd better not stay out.
Cool? Not at all. Well, Jack. And what will you have to say to Lydia?
Oh, sir, beg her pardon. I will humour her, promise and vow. But I detain you, sir. Consider the cold air on your gout.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I'm in no hurry. Ah, Jack, you youngsters. When you were once wounded here... Hey, what the deuce have you got here?
Oh, nothing, sir, nothing.
What's this? Here's something damned hard.
Oh, trinkets, sir, trinkets. A bauble for Lydia.
Nay, let me see your taste. Trinkets? A bauble for Lydia? Zounds, sirrah! You are not going to cut her throat?
I thought it would divert you, sir, though I didn't mean to tell you till afterwards.
You didn't? Well, this is very diverting, Trinket, truly!
Sir, I'll explain to you. You know, sir, Lydia is romantic. Very romantic. In fact, devilishly romantic. And very absurd, of course. Now, sir, I intend, if she refuses to forgive me, to unleash this sword and swear I'll fall upon the point and expire at the feet.
Fall upon a fiddlestick's end. Why, I suppose It is the very thing that would please her. Get along, you fool.
Well, sir, you shall hear of my success. You shall hear. Oh, Lydia, forgive me, or the point of this sword, says I.
Stop him, murder 3-5, stop fire. All Sir Anthony, Corporal Biddle, stop murder fire.
Fire? Murder? Where?
Oons, he's out of sight and I'm out of breath. For my part, all Sir Anthony, why didn't you stop him?
Zounds! The fellow's mad. Stop whom? Stop Jack?
I, the captain, sir. There's all kinds of murder, all sorts of slaughter to be seen in the field.
Murder?
Please you, Sir Anthony. There's all kinds of murder, all sorts of slaughter to be seen in the fields. There's fighting going on, bloody sword and gunfighting.
Who are going to fight dance?
Everybody that I know of, Sir Anthony. Everybody is going to fight. My poor master under favour for mentioning him first.
Oh, the dog. I see his tricks. Do you know the place?
Kingsmead Field.
Do you know the way?
Not an inch, but I'll call the mayor, aldermen, constables, churchwardens, and beadles. We can't be too many to parch them.
Come along. Give me your shoulder. We'll get assistance as we go. The lying villain. I'll be such a frenzy. So this was the history of his trinkets. I'll bauble him.
By my valor, Sir Lucius, 40 yards is a good distance. Odds, levels, and aims. I say, it is a good distance.
Is it for muskets or small field pieces? Upon my conscience, Mr. Ames, you must leave that sort of stuff to me. I'll show you. There we are. That's the distance. Very pretty little distance it is too.
Sounds we might as well fight it in a sentry box. I tell you, Sir Lucius, the farther he is off, the cooler I shake it. Take my aim.
Ha! Very pretty, my dear Akers. You might as well try and shoot him if he was out of sight. I'm telling you.
No, Sir Lucius, but I should think 40 or 8 and 30 yards.
Faux nonsense. 3 or 4 feet between the mouths of your pistols is as good as a mile.
Odd bullets, by my valor. But there is no merit in killing him so near. Do, my dear Sir Lucius, let me bring him down a long shot. A long shot, Sir Lucius, if you love me.
Well, a gentleman's friend, and I must settle that. But tell me now, Mr. Akers, in case of an accident, is there any little will or commission I could execute for you?
I'm much obliged to you, Sir Lucius, but I do understand.
Why, you may think there is no being shot without a little risk. And if an unlucky bullet should carry a quietus with it, I say it will be no time then to be bothering you about family matters.
A quietus?
For instance now, if that should be the case, would you choose to be pickled or sent home? Or would it be the same to you if you lie in the abbey? I'm told it's very snug lying in the abbey.
Pickled? Snug lying in abbey? Odds terms, Sir Lucius, don't talk so.
No, I suppose, Mr. Akers, you never were engaged in an affair of this kind before.
No, Sir Lucius, never before.
That's a pity. For there's nothing like being used to a thing. Pray now, how would you receive a gentleman's shot?
Odds flies, I practiced that. There, Sir Lucius, there. A side front, hey, I'll make myself small enough, I'll stand edgeways.
Now, you're quite out. For if you stand so when I take my aim,
Zound, Sir Lucius, are you sure it's not cocked?
never fear, never fear.
no, it may go off on his head.
Foe, be easy. Well now, if I hit you in the body, the bullet has a double chance, for it misses a vital part of your right side. It will be hard, and if it don't succeed, on the left.
A vital part.
But there, fix yourself so, fix yourself so. Let him see the broad side of your full front. There. There. The ball or two may pass clean through your body. And never do any harm at all.
Clean through me? A ball? Or two? Clean through me?
Oi, may they. And it is much the genteelest attitude into the bargain.
Look here, Sir Lucius. I was just Livy be sure, an awkward posture is gentleman, so by my valour, I will stand edgeless.
Sure they don't mean to disappoint us. Ha! No faith. I think I see them coming.
Hey, what? Coming?
Oi. Who are those yonder getting over the stile?
There are two of them indeed. Well, let them come. Hey, Sir Lucius, we won't run.
Run?
No, I say we won't run by my valour.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. My dear friend, my dear Sir Lucius, but I don't feel quite so bold somehow as I did.
Oh, Foy, consider your honour.
True, my honour. Do Sir Lucius edge in a word or two every, and now and then about my honour.
Well, look, here they come.
Sir Lucius, if I won't with you, I should almost think I was afraid if my valour should leave me. Valour will come and go.
Then pray keep it fast. While you have it.
Sir Lucius, I doubt it's going. Yes, my valour, certainly going. It's sneaking off. I feel it coming out as if it were at the palms of my hands.
Your honour. Your honour. Here they are.
Oh, mercy. Now that I was as safe as Clodhole, or I could be shot before I was aware.
Gentlemen, you're most obedient. Ha! What? Captain Absolute. So I suppose, sir, you are come here, just like myself, to do a kind office. First for your friend, then to proceed on business of your own account.
What? Jack? My dear Jack? My dear friend?
Harkee, Bob, Beverley's at hand.
Well, Mr. Akers, if you will salute the gentleman so civilly. So, Mr. Beverley, if you'll choose your weapon, the captain and I will measure the ground. My weapon, sir?
Odds life, Sir Lucius, I'm not going to fight Mr. Falkland. These are my particular friends.
What, sir? You did not come to fight Sir Akers? Not I upon my word, sir. Well, now, that's mighty provoking. But I hope, Mr. Falkland, as there are three of us come to play the game on purpose, you won't be so cantankerous as to spoil the party by sitting out.
Oh, pray, Falkland, fight the obliged Sir Lucius.
Nay, if Mr. Akers is so bent on the matter.
No, Mr. Falkland, I'll bear my disappointment like a Christian. Look here, Sir Lucius. There's no occasion at all for me to fight, and if it's the same for you, as I leave it alone.
Observe me, Mr. Akers. I must not be trifled with. You have certainly challenged somebody, and you came here to fight him. Now, if that gentleman is willing to represent him, I can't see for my soul why it isn't just the same thing.
Why, no. Sure, Lucius, I tell you.
'tis one Beverley. I've challenged a fellow, you see, that dare not show his face. If he were here, I'd make him give up the pretensions.
Hold, Bob, let me set you right. There is no such man as Beverley in this case. The person who assumed that name is before you.
This is lucky. Now you have the opportunity.
What, quarrel my dear friend Jack Absolute? And if he were 50 Beverleys? Sounds, Sir Lucius, you wouldn't have me be so unnatural.
Upon my conscience, your valor has oozed away with a vengeance.
Not in the least. Odds, bats, and outdoors. I'll be your second with my heart, and if you should get acquitted, you may command me entirely. I'll get you to Sung Lion Abbey, he'll pickle you, and send you over to Blunderless Hall, or anything of that kind, with the greatest pleasure.
Foe, you are little better than a coward.
Mind, gentlemen, he calls me a coward. Coward was the word by my valour.
Well, sir.
Look ye, Sir Lucius, this isn't I mind the word coward. How would mirror be said in a joke? But if you hadn't called me a poltroon, odds, daggers and balls,
Well, sir.
I should have thought you a very ill-bred man.
Foe, you are beneath my notice.
Nay, Sir Lucius, you can't have a better second than my friend Acres. He's the most determined dog called in the country Fighting Bob. He generally kills a man once a week. Don't you, Bob?
I, at home.
Well then, Captain. 'Tis we must begin. So come out, thou little counsellor, and ask the gentleman whether he will resign the lady without forcing you to proceed against him.
Come on then, sir. Since you won't let it be an amicable suit, here's my reply.
Knock 'em all down, sweet Sir Anthony. Knock down my master in particular, and bind his hands over to their good behaviour.
Put him up! Jack, put up! Or I shall be in a frenzy! How came you in a duel, sir?
Faith, sir, the gentleman that can tell you better than 'twas he called on me, and you know, sir, I serve his majesty.
He is a pretty fellow. I catch him going to catch a man's throat, and he tells me he serves his majesty. Zounds, sirrah, and how durst you draw the king's sword against one of his subjects?
Sir, I tell you, the gentleman called me out without explaining his reasons.
Zounds, Jack, how durst you insult the general in a manner which his honour could not brook?
Come, let's have no honour before ladies. Captain Absolute, come here. How could you intimidate us so? Here's Lydia has been terrified to death for you.
For fear I should be killed or escape, ma'am.
Nay, no delusions to the past. Lydia is convinced. Speak, child.
Mind, I gave up all my claim. I no pretence of anything in the world. And if I can't get my wife without fighting for her, by my valour, I'll live a bachelor.
Captain, give me your hand. An affront handsomely acknowledged becomes an obligation. As for the lady, if she chooses to deny her own handwriting, here.
Oh, he will dissolve by mystery. Sir Lucius, perhaps there's some mistake. Perhaps I can illuminate.
Pray, old gentlewoman, do not interfere where you have no business. Miss Languish, are you my dear or not?
Indeed, Sir Lucius, I am not.
Sir Lucius O'Trigger, ungrateful as you are, I own the soft impeachment. Pardon my blushes. I am Delia.
You? Delia? Be easy.
Why, thou barbarous Van Dyke! Those letters are mine. When you are more sensible of my benignity, perhaps I may be brought to encourage your addresses.
Mrs. Malbrough, I am extremely sensible of your condescension. And whether you or Lucy has put this trick on me, I am equally beholden to you. And I, to show that I am not ungrateful, Captain Absolute, since you have taken my lady from me, I'll give you my Delia into the bargain. Ha! Little valour. Here, you will make your fortune.
Odds wrinkles no, but give me your hand. Sir Lucius, forget and forgive. But if I ever give you the chance of pickling me again, say Bob Acres is a dunce. That's
that's all.
Come, Mrs. Malaprop, don't be cast down. You're in your bloom yet.
He seems dejected and unhappy, not sullen. There was some foundation, however. For the table he told me, O woman, how true should be your judgment when a resolution is so weak.
Julia, how can I sue for what I so little deserve? I dare not presume, yet hope is the child of penitence.
Falkland, you've been more faulty in your unkind treatment of me than I now your wanting inclination to resent it.
Now I shall be blessed indeed.
What's going on here? You've been quarrelling too, I warrant. Come, Julia, I never interfered before, but let me have a hand in the matter at last. Marry him directly, Julia. You'll find he'll mend surprisingly.
Our partners are stolen from us, Jack. I hope to be congratulated by each other. Yours for having checked in time the errors of an ill-directed imagination, and mine for having reformed the unhappy temper of one, who made wretched whom he loved the most, and tortured the heart he ought to have adored.
Was always obliged to me for it. Hey, Mr. Modesty. But come, no more of that. Our happiness is now our unalloyed as genuine.
Then let us study to preserve it. Hope pictures to us flattering scene of future bliss.
So now, Mr. Chapones.
Right.
That's what I think.
Go.
Oh, Lance Lucius, I never seen such a Gemini.
Go. How strange.
To you, you know, Sir Lydia is romantic. Lydia is romantic. Devilish romantic. Yes, sir. Lydia is romantic.
In due to